In the previous video, I didn't show you how to find the variance. So I have a question here. This was from the question bank, I think. So that's question number 9 under random variables. So you can see that they've given us the probability mass distribution. They've given us this is that formula f of xi equals to this. So they've given us this equation and they told us that it applies for x equals to 1, 2 and 4, and anywhere else it's 0. So we know they wanted us to find k, right? K, which is our unknown constant. So we know that the sum of this must be equals to 1 because there's a probability mass function. So we will substitute x equals to 1 into this equation, get it to be this. For x equals to 2, we'll get it to be this, and for x equals to 4, we'll get it to be this. So we know that the sum of this should give us 1, right? So now we will just simplify this expression so that we are able to solve for k. So we get that our k is this. So now because we found our k, what we are going to do is make a table. Unfortunately here I didn't, so you know that okay, we have a table for our x, we have a table for the probability so when x is 1, 2 and 4, so we will use this equation to solve for the probabilities, right? After that, after you find your probabilities, you know that to get the expected value, you will say x times the probability plus this and so on. So we will get this. So for the variance, we are going to say x squared times the probability. So you're going to sum all so you're going to say is the summation of x squared times f of x minus u squared. So you're going to do it for every thing, so you know this value goes to 0, so we don't have to include it here. After doing this, we are going to say minus this minus the expected value squared, so you will get your variance. So this is how to find a variance for a discrete random variable. Continuous random variable, they've given us that that our probability density function is this, and it applies for y is greater than or equals to 0 or is less than or equals to 3. So we should first find w. W is the unknown. So for this equation again, you can see that for values where y is less than 1, you will get a negative value. So for instance, if y is 0, you will get a negative value. So what you are going to do is that you are going to swap the function that's inside, like how I explained in the previous video. So to solve for w, we will have this, where we have our integral from 0 to 1 and from 1 to 3, right? So you will do the calculations and you get your unknown. So I showed you how to get the expected value in the previous video, so you follow the same procedure, then integrate to find your expected value. So for the variance, this is how we find the variance. So you're going to integrate x squared times the probability density minus this, right? This is your mean squared. Yeah, we will set up our integrals using the same method we've been using, and then after we will say minus this, and then now you will solve your integrals. You will get this, and then minus the expected value. Don't forget to square it, and then this is how you will find your variance. It is straightforward. You just use the equations that are given to you and you move, right?